What is up? We are going to be doing Resident Evil 2015 remaster of the 2002 remake. Anybody who knows this game knows that I really don't need to go into the fact that this is also a classic remake from 1996. It's one of the best remakes ever and probably my favorite game of all time. It's just unbelievable. Everything about this game is just so, like, I remember getting it on GameCube in 2002 when I was like 6 or 7, and I was just absolutely blown away. I had no idea how the fuck to play this game, but just the graphics and just how terrified I was of this game. This game made no sense to me, and it was so hard, but I just had so much fun running around and just seeing what monsters were just here. So this is going to be a very, 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 very special stream for me. Just going to update some settings really quick. Hey, Zeus. Alright, and here we go. So, we are going to be playing as Jill. We're going to be doing Jill's because Chris is just I'm not in the mood to do that much backtracking at this moment. So, display, I'm going to do everything original. Subtitles on. Display. Why it look like? Well, let's try it. Just do normal mode. We're going to do Jill.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Found it yet?
No, not yet. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo Team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare.
This is also my favorite version of Chris. Chris and Jill, obviously. It's just a classic. It's just a classic.
Chris, this way.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Whisker, where's Chris?
Jill, no. You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp.
You know you're playing a good Resident Evil game when that load screen comes up.
A dining room.
Tank controls, ink ribbons,
take a look at this.
limited ammo, inventory management.
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
All of that makes a good Resident Evil game. I personally prefer the fixed camera, tank control Resident Evil. Just the old school, it's just what I grew up with and know the best. God. I can't believe that this game was on the GameCube and it looked as good as it did.
What is it?
I thought it was so weird that it had like 2 discs to it. Something like really made it special. Luckily my parents were cool enough to get me
Hell is this thing?
that game for Christmas
Found Kenneth
when I was
killed by this
7.
thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
The thing is with the fixed camera angles too, it's that it just makes everything much more like atmospheric. And having a good atmosphere is essential for Resident Evil.
Jill, help me look for him. Let's
The
not
fact
leave
that
this
those
wall.
backgrounds are pre-rendered or fucking... I think they did during like the HD remaster that came out in 2015. I think that they did some changes in like real time. But other than that, then I mean still, like you can tell like right over there, that's all pre-rendered.
Barry.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separate. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay then, I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
Alright. Let's go explore the Spencer Mansion. But yeah, this is basically my favorite Resident Evil game of all time, I'd say. It's just If anybody's gonna play a Resident Evil game, let it be this one. Start with this one, definitely. It's just so, like, I don't have words for it. I was mesmerized. Purely, like, just mesmerized. And the fucking Crimson Heads, like, come on. Like, you can't beat the fucking Crimson Heads. Hug the wall. And then if you get caught, then they go, oh my god, tank controls, I can't do this sucks. It's not the tank controls, it's the operator behind the fucking controls. Like, tank controls are pretty self-explanatory. You know, up moves you forward, and back moves you backwards. It's really, it doesn't get any more basic than that. Oh, this fucking freaked the shit out of me when I was a kid. Something about it. I mean, obviously it's a graveyard, so it's fucking terrifying, but just think like the fog and just like the fact that it's just in the middle of nowhere. Book of Curses. The four masks. A mask that speaks no evil, a mask that smells no evil, a mask that sees no evil, a mask that cannot speak, smell, or see evil. When all four fall into place, evil will awaken. And it's a fucking gnarly ass Crimson Head. Probably fucking pissed that he's fucking almost buried alive in that fucking coffin. I mean, I'd be fucking pissed. Sword key.
Barry.
Oh, Jill. Got any good news?
Other than I'm still alive in this madhouse? No.
Can't say it's much safer here either. We'd better secure our escape route first. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
All right then, let's split up again.
Hey, hold on a sec. Look what I've found.
What?
A can of fizz. It's sure to yellow and mellow those things. It's yours. Hopefully you won't have to use it.
What about you?
Oh, don't worry. I like the buddy system we have here.
I see. Thanks, I'll take it.
See you later.
Ciao.
Another thing that I fucking love about this classic, like with Resident Evil 0 and Remake, is like with these fixed angles, it's like you go into a room like this, right? And you just hear like a fucking scuffle going on around the corner, or like some fucking groaning, moaning, hissing, animal noises, whatever. And you can't see it. You're just like, okay, what the fuck is in this room with me? And you just have like borderline like anxiety. It's like you don't know what the fuck is going on. And to me, that was I always thought that was one of the most terrifying things about Resident Evil. Gotta go grab some kerosene. Usually, the way that I like to play for like strategy would be to, I don't think I have any more items, I don't, is I like to basically only use ammo or like waste any lead on areas that are like main areas. So like the hallway that's out there right now, that's like a main hallway. That's where I usually like to use my ammo. If I'm taking like a back route, then I just usually kind of leave them. It's only like main information regarding those beings that appear to be dead, but in fact they are able to come back to life. However, there are ways to prevent them from becoming active again. Currently, there are 2 known methods to seize their resurrection or surgery. Destruction of the head. If further methods are discovered, you will be notified immediately. Meanwhile, to those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed on the first floor of the mansion. Take as much as you need. You'll need something to light it with, which you'll need to find by yourself. Well, fucking A, good thing I found somebody's lighter. So, but yeah, I only use any resources I have in like main areas of the game. If I'm like not gonna be passing through there, just fucking leave them. Just leave them. Forgot to fill up my canteen. One thing though that sucks that I will say is like if like you do like forget to do something, and if it's like just you gotta deal with that fucking loading screen door. I love it when I'm advancing and moving in the game, but not when I have to go fucking do stupid shit like that. Where are you? There you are. Ooh, close one. Alright, this area is clear. Tell them fucking hunters come back. I think that's like the biggest bane of my existence is the fucking hunters. I kept thinking it was sword. I haven't played this game in a couple months. And then we're gonna go get our shotgun. And Barry's gonna save us so we're not a fucking Jill sandwich. Like the dialogue too in this game is like, the voice acting like isn't great, but compared to the very like first Resident Evil, it's just fucking like a goddamn Academy Award fucking acting shit. Like, oh my god. I love that game so much, but the voice acting is just so bad. You were almost a Jill sandwich. You're right. Just, oh my god. Oh, I think I just kind of fucked myself over. I'm gonna need the... Okay, I'm going to need the broken shotgun. Because I think I got the fizz from Barry. So, that sucks. But, not to worry. I'm still very confident that we're going to have no issues through this run. I'll slow down like when I go and hit the action button on things so you guys can read them. I'll take that dagger. And it sucks too with Chris. This zombie doesn't have a cutscene where he takes them out like how Jill does. That fucking zombie will stay in the game. And you, speaking of Chris, you don't have to go search around for fucking small keys. Just get the lockpick with Jill. The fucking master of unlocking. I'll take that chemical. Take the green herb too. I'll fill up my kerosene while I'm at it. Then I'm going to take the chemical. I really don't... See, the thing is that I don't really use a lot of red herbs. For some reason, my brain just tells me to just mix 2 green. Alright, so I usually don't go through here, this way at least, so I don't gotta deal with the zombie dogs. Since I already unlocked the door with the sword key. And then go drop some items off. What am I going to drop off? a save room right by where I'm going to use the chemical, so I'm going to put the chemical away. I'm going to put the green herb away. Alright. Looks good to me. And then we're going to go across the hall. Alright, I'm good. You know, I don't think I think I tried like a playthrough. I was like, where I don't burn that guy once. And I think he disappears, if I'm not mistaken. Battery pack. Give me the broken shotgun. Refill my kerosene. Then I think it's just what, ink ribbons in here? Yeah, I don't need any ink ribbons. I'm pretty good on them. Alright, and then I believe the kitchen door is going to be the last sword key, and basically you just get, I think, just a magazine clip, and then you get a... Go unlock this door though. A magazine clip, and then you get like a dagger or something like that, some defense item. Probably reload. Damn it. Really? Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Huh. I usually never die in this game. Oh, I think it's because I didn't have my shotgun. Usually I use the shotgun on the dogs. Or just avoid them. Oops. I'm gonna skip the shotgun because we're not going to be able to get it, so there's no point going back in that room until we have the broken shotgun to hang. Skip this cutscene. And then there's a kitty in the background. That's my girl, Kiki. She's 2. She's probably 3 by now. It's my daughter. And people who I meet and they ask me if I have kids, I say I just got 2 cats. Like, I got 2 babies at home. Going the wrong way. Alright. guy changes like every position he's in. Any different time you enter the room, so he is randomly in the same spot he was last time. So I'm gonna open with the sword key. Do this fucking thing over again. Reload. Fucking burn your ass. Burn, baby, burn. And then you are right there. Dude, you took like 3 bullets to die, and you're fucking still alive? You came back with a fucking vengeance. Damn, that fucking ate into my ammo. Alright. We'll put the chemical back. And then go get the broken shotgun. Save just in case. The thing about Resident Evil games, it's like you never know. Better safe than fucking sorry sometimes. Then if I save, I wonder if my camera's gonna fucking cut out again. No? Sweet. Alright. Go get the shotgun. I wonder if I unlock this door. Oops. Got a little trigger happy. Hey. Actually, I want to go to the kitchen first so I can get rid of the store key. I'm gonna deal with this ingrate. I don't know why, but whenever I used to play this game on the GameCube, it was almost like guaranteed I would always fucking shoot this guy in the head. Every time. Alright. I will take a dagger. Then I will take my ammo. Oh my god. Pixelated as all hell. Gotta say though, I do like these zombies much better than compared to the remakes of 2 and 3. Those zombies are like fucking... So what's that movie, Zombieland 2, where they have like a Terminator or like a T whatever strain where they're like super fast and smarter? Like that's what fucking those remake zombies are. These ones are homers for sure, but these ones are like just fucking... Those ones are fucking nuts. They just are like sponges that absorb your fucking ammo. And then it's like, what, 6 or 7 headshots? And then like they fucking move when like you're aiming and you're getting like your fucking target all like closed in. It's like... Still love them though. I still love Resident Evil 2. 3, man, I was kind of... I like the 3 remake. I did I like any like Resident Evil like remake that they've done. But I remember when it came out, it was during COVID, like when it first, like when everything started to get like locked down and all that shit. Yeah, it's fine. Fucking fall apart. It was like right when like shit was like starting to like hit the fan with COVID, and the company I was working for at the time had a policy where if you didn't feel good, like no matter what your symptoms were, like you were to like stay home and like not come to work. It was just like that was the rule. If you're not feeling well, stay home. You know, there wasn't any like COVID testing or, you know, certainly no vaccines in March of 2020. So I was home for like 5 days, and the Resident Evil 3 remake came out, and I just like, no, I did not want that one. Um, but yeah, the Resident Evil 3 remake came out, and like, I beat it in like a fucking day. I don't even think it took a day. But I just remember feeling just kind of like robbed. Like I was impressed with like, you know, the graphics, visuals, you know, and I was totally cool with them like changing like a lot of like the story, you know. I was okay with it. I was kind of open-minded, I'd say more so than some people, but when I started playing it and it's like, okay, what the fuck? No, dude, what the fuck? Yes, it's broken and there's another use for it. I know what use is for it, I just want to know why it's not letting me. Oh, I know what I need to do. I'm just in my conversation so I'm not thinking. That's what's... Alright. Just had to use the brain for a minute. Sometimes it's very hard for me to walk and chew gum at the same time. But I played Resident Evil 3. I was totally cool with like how it started, and like I noticed like right away, like right off the bat, it was like a very different game. Very, very, very different. And you know, I was cool with the fact that like a lot of things were different. But when I got maybe like, I want to say kind of like towards the halfway point, you were still playing as Jill getting out of Raccoon City. And it was kind of before you played as Carlos in the hospital, like just the pacing just kind of felt off. Like I was kind of picking up on that. Like something wasn't right. Something was definitely not right. And, you know, I just kind of like, okay, you know, maybe I'm overthinking this or just, you know, but I just kept telling myself, give it the benefit of the doubt, you know. Every good game has a low point or a point that's kind of dry, but then I started to like progress through the hospital, and the hunters are motherfuckers, and just the hunters are motherfuckers no matter what in any Resident Evil game, but particularly the Resident Evil 3 remake. They are motherfuckers. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And then, like, literally, I finished the game. I was like, this is just kind of fucked. This game is, like, so short. What the fuck? You know? For it being, like, a modern game. You know, and I get that they had to go off, you know, like the original from 1999, you know, and that's not a long game at all. But, you know, I think that, you know, the team that worked on the remakes, like I said, I was totally, like, open to, like, adding, like, new areas or, like, new stages of the game to make it a little bit longer. you know, I'll never have any like opposition to that at all. You know, I actually like that kind of improvements that they do because it can add to the story. So I was definitely hoping for that, but instead they fucking cut content. They cut the fucking clock tower, you know, and then they cut the sewer or like the water treatment plant. I can't remember. I believe you just went from like, all right, you're over there. You just went from like Raccoon City to like fighting Nemesis, the hospital, and then like Nest 2. And it's just like, just so much shit was just cut from that game. You know, and I thought, you know, the design of Nemesis was, you know, pretty good. Alright, before you come up though, I am grabbing some herbs. Because I'm gonna leave your ass. Because I'm not gonna come through this area like maybe 1 or 2 times throughout the game. Just gotta get to the library, and then when I unlock the other door at the other end of the hallway. But other than that, with Resident Evil 3, I felt really robbed, but I liked it. Like, is it like a good remake? No. Is it a good Resident Evil game? I'd say yeah. I liked the fact that like they took Jill out of that fucking miniskirt and they kind of made her a bit more like appear more as like a more humanized version of a person and not like some generic female like revealing clothing. That fucking miniskirt and then her tank. Like, that miniskirt, though, was terrible. I'm glad that they slapped a pair of jeans on her. She looks just much, much more realistic. Alright. I need to find some kerosene to burn that guy in that hall. Alright, so I got the armor key. I think... That being said... Are you gonna come alive? No. I'm gonna unlock you. Got a lot of doors to unlock on this end. Usually I just run around and just unlock doors. Probably put my shotgun away. I don't know, unless if I gotta deal with the Crimson. I hope I don't gotta deal with the Crimson Head later. And then Barry was such a fucking sweetheart, leaving me ammo. And some first aid. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put the shotgun back because I get the grenade launcher. I think I'm gonna... Alright. And grab those 2 first aid sprays. Shotgun back. Save. Alright, sweet. Yes, let's save our progress. Put that motherfucker back. Do I have enough items for that? I meant to go through the other door. Like that angle right there, like looks like someone's like just sitting or hiding somewhere, just staring at you. I like those camera angles freak me the fuck out. Cause obviously, like I said, you have no idea what the hell's on the other side when that camera goes into focus.
Jill.
Barry, I didn't mean to get you that excited.
Right. Anyway, you should read this.
Researcher's will. A letter is slipped inside. The top part of the letter is torn off. The rest of the letter is legible. Alma, I have tried to survive only to see you again, but my efforts only delay the inevitable. I am infected and there is no cure for what will follow except to end my life before I lose the only thing that separates me from them. My love for you. In an hour, I'll have entered my eternal sleep where there is peace. Please understand. Please know that I am sorry. Martin Crackhorn.
What do you make of it?
Well, I guess we were right about this mansion being quite unnatural.
You have a way with understatements.
Where's the part that's torn off?
Well, my only guess is that it was the most important part, and somebody didn't want anyone to see it. Let's continue our investigation.
Alright. Sorry about that. Take the fish hook. And then the lure of a bee. No. Damn it. Now we're talking. I want my Magnum. Fuck waiting until you can either give Barry his gun back or not. I always give Barry his gun back. But I don't feel like waiting that long for a Magnum. Because everybody knows that the Magnum is the OP in Resident Evil. Alright. Let's go collect. Can't remember if there's anything. Okay, there is. Take the green herb. No, because... Oops. We're gonna take the first aid box instead. And then I know where other ink ribbons are for where we need to go next in the game, so I'm not worried about getting them. So now we're gonna go do some backtracking, which is my favorite part of Resident Evil. Just having a strategy. Even though, like, I, like, subconsciously have, like, a strategy in my head, I really rarely ever think and use it. I just kind of, like, go on autopilot almost. Alright, I just want to make sure that zombie in the main hallway is going to be taken care of and dealt with. If he hasn't already turned. Ah, motherfucker, he has. So, tell you what. We are going to go get the grenade launcher. And then we're going to go see Pritchard. Get him his serum. And then, since I'll be back in that area, I can grab the music sheet. And then I can do the night puzzle to get the death mask. And since I gotta go get the serum, I can probably do the chemical as well. I'll take that, my lad. Yeah, Forrest is fucking dead. Give me his grenade launcher. Yeah, I know. Just poor Forrest, you know. I'm sure he'd want me to have it. one item slot left. So that's where, god damn it, we are going to go see Richard.
Richard! What happened? You're wounded!
This whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
What did this to you?
A big snake. And it had to be poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Thanks.
I am the map. I don't need a map. Is that movie The Mummy, where she's Evie or somebody is like freaking out about the map, and Brandon Fraser just goes, I am the map. That's what I am. I am the map. Right, where are you? You're over there, so I'm gonna go around this way. So I think we have 2 locations. Well, I think it's going to be 1 after we unlock this door down the hall. I wonder, has anybody ever, can you, basically leave Richard hanging and just, he, dies? I don't think I've ever, I'm not too sure if I have or not. I know something happens to him. Yes, that would be ideal. Then I'm going to go through there later. You can go fuck yourself.
Here, Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
Jill, here's my radio. Take it. I'm... Does it ever not hurt?
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, what's going on? Oh, am I getting raided? Well, thanks, Dejan, for raiding me. Hello, everybody. Hey, Dejan, thanks for the raid, man. Appreciate that. Hey, everybody. If you're watching, I'm Heavy Metal Gamer. Yeah, raid. Just playing some Resident Evil. I'm going to be doing the whole Resident Evil series. I just finished most of the achievements in Resident Evil 4. So I want to do a playthrough of all of the Resident Evil series. Yeah. Raid. Djibouti. It's a nice username. Djibouti. Now that's someone that I would want to sub to me. Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm just kind of getting on here. So, completely new to this. Alright, trying to remember this puzzle. Top right. Maybe like my fourth. I finished Resident Evil 4. I think I did it in like 3 parts. So this would be like my fourth or fifth. Top right, bottom left. Left, bottom. Bottom right. I haven't done this puzzle in a long ass time. So, I think it's gonna go like this. Last time I played this was a couple months ago, actually. I probably have said this is the Resident Evil game that I've beaten more than anything else. Yeah, have you ever played Resident Evil, Djibouti? Yeah, it's a pretty interesting series. Playing the classic. This is a remake from 1996, but a HD remaster. and it's awesome. This is like the very first Resident Evil. Yeah, I used to get scared too when I was a kid playing this, but it's mostly just like jump scares. And having like a fixed camera angle in this game, like you go through a room and like you can't see what's on the other side, so you'll hear like moaning and groaning and like growling animal noises and shit, and you have no idea what the hell's inside the room with you until you move further in the room, and then the camera angle changes and you see a zombie coming up on you. Yeah, same here. When I played this, I actually got this on the GameCube in 2002 for Christmas, and I had no idea how the hell I would play this game. Yeah, I had the original too on, I think I still do have the original around here from the PlayStation 1. Yep. Yeah, it would help. My stepdad, grandma, and grandpa would help me out with puzzles. Particularly the one in the lab when you're doing the, there's that puzzle when you're in the lab towards the end of the game where you got to do like the x-ray of the initials of the people. Or I think they're like something, I think they're like organs or something, and like the first like abbreviation of the organ is like broken into a puzzle that you gotta solve. It's like a cipher. That one I had a hard time figuring out, and I think my grandma helped me with that one. Alright. Got everything I need. Doing pretty good health-wise and ammunition. I always end up beating this game with fucking way too many. I don't know why I pick everything up. Yeah? What part are you at? Oh, okay, so you're gonna go through the biggest headache of the game. Chapter 15, that's a fucking nightmare. It's just like the original. Just like the original. You're over fucking whelmed with enemies everywhere. Yeah, I think so. You just gotta, basically you get past the, you gotta do you gotta hit like the switches for like the double door, and then you're gonna end up having Mike help you out. And then, yeah, it's just Sadler. But chapter 15 is a bitch. When I was trying to do my professional run on that, that was like the most difficult time of like I had trying to get through it. I'd say probably Verdugo and like chapter 15 were the hardest. But I'd say particularly chapter 15, once you get into the area of the game where you need to go and hit both those switches on the left and right side, is where I had the most trouble. But that was on professional mode though. It's like one or two hits, you're like dead. But I didn't have too much of a hard time on standard. But yeah, it should just be Sadler left, and then you go in do your water ski, the jet skis. And the controls on that are so fucking clunky too. Like, I think I died maybe 2 or 3 times with that fucking the jet ski escape. Because you have to go through like those little, like, yeah, right when the island's gonna blow up. And they like drop like, so it's like in the original kinda, but the controls on it are just so much more clunky. It's kind of like, if you ever played like Batman, like Arkham Knight, kind of like the Batmobile controls, kinda, or like the controls on like the water boat in Chapter 4, when you basically, it's the chapter where you get the red 9 in Resident Evil 4 when you're driving the boat. The controls are kind of like that, kind of clunky, kind of hard to... Yeah, I like Arkham. It's a good game. But other than that, then it's pretty straightforward. I know that a lot of people had some issues with the Sadler fight because they kind of throw some different things at you. That's what I did, honestly. I think I've only, I'd say like out of the 10 playthroughs that I've done, I've only probably used like basic weapons once beating him. I've just always RPG'd it. It's like, I just want to get done with the game and then just like get my achievements. When I was doing like my cat ears, oh man, I love the blacktail pistol. I have like all of like the pistols in the game, like, so like everybody has like a hard on for like the red 9 and everything, but it's just, for me, it's just like way too slow, you know, like it's a good, like, you know, damaging pistol, but it's just, for me, it just fires way too fucking slow, and the recoil on it. Yeah, I like the blacktail for sure, and then I like the Punisher. I maxed that out. The Punisher, like, is really good for like the cabin fight using the Punisher, because you can penetrate like 4, I think it's like 5 enemies if you max it out. And then I found out that if you like keep your handgun or like repurchase it, the one that you start out with, and you like upgrade it, it's actually really good for like critical hits. I thought it was just a piece of shit, and I was like always like so quick to get rid of it and trade it for the Punisher. But the SGR or whatever it's called, the starting handgun, is actually pretty good if you max it out. It's really good for critical hits. Alright. Trying to think of how to do this. Is it shield armor or armor? Yeah, me neither. I never knew it either. I always just used, like, I always got the way that I always played in Resident Evil 4, and then the way that I played it just until recently is I always got rid of the starting handgun, and then I got the Punisher, and then I kept the Punisher until I could get the Blacktail, and then I just used the Blacktail for the rest of the game. Yeah, I played Mercenaries. That's how I got the hand cannon. It's alright. I think you only get to play as like 3 or 4 people. I mean, it's not as good as the original, but I played Mercenaries. I think my highest score was with Leon. All right. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. That I know that a lot of people are upset that a lot of people are really upset that Ada and Wesker already aren't in the Mercenaries. And I heard, I think on YouTube, like, yeah, no shit. I heard like some voice leaks from like the voice actor who played Ada, and she was like saying things that like she didn't say in like the main campaign. So she was like still Ada because she was having a conversation with Luis, and like some voice clips got leaked. I mean, it would make sense that, you know, they probably would do it as like a DLC later on. It would be kind of stupid if they didn't. I'd be disappointed because I liked playing the separate ways. And then Assignment Ada. And then I really hope that they add Ada and Wesker in the Mercenaries. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too thrilled about it. Personally, I didn't like the voice actor for Krauser the most. Like, I think she sounded like really dry, kind of like, cause it's like if you listen to her in like Resident Evil 2 remake, and then if you listen to Ada in like the Resident Evil 4 remake, like the way they talk are like two completely different. But it's just kind of like really dry, kind of deadpan. Like, oh, Leon S. Kennedy, you haven't changed. Like, just like the shit that she says. Yeah, it does. And I kind of feel bad for her, though, at the same time, because she got, like, harassed on, like, social media and shit about, like, her voice acting, and she, like, had to, like, delete, like, almost, like, all of her posts on Instagram because she was just getting so much. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Like, it's totally cool, like, to not like somebody's voice acting, but to like harass them. I mean, it's not her fault, you know. She was probably just being told, okay, you got to deliver it like this. Oh no, you got to use less emotion, or you know, she just gets told this is what you need to say in the script, and then they have a voice director who will say, okay, cut. It's not her fault. Wasn't impressed with it, but. And then she came out and said it was like white privilege and stuff that she was getting harassed about. For some reason, she somehow found a way to bring up like white privilege and how she's the only Asian voice actress that's ever voiced Ada. It's got nothing to do with what the fuck she's talking about. It's just people didn't like her performance, and I don't think that's got anything to do with race. People don't know what the fuck you look like behind that voice acting. So she kind of got all weird about it. But, you know, I'd still say, like, I would, you know, yeah, you just, I don't know. Like, I definitely agree, like, you shouldn't, you know, for whatever reason, like, at all, harass somebody over that, but then she just got, like, really weird about it. Really, really, really weird. I want to say this is going to be the solution. No? What the fuck? I haven't done this in so long. Is it... I need to move the other hand. But I think that the voice actress that did voice Ada, I think she was in the live action Operation Raccoon City. I've never seen, no, not Operation Raccoon City, Welcome to Raccoon City. I've never seen it. But I believe she played Ada in that. Fucking blessed. Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I have a thing where I don't watch Resident Evil movies or shows because I know that they're gonna suck. I'm not really a big fan of the movies. I kind of think Paul W.S. Anderson's kind of a piece of shit for writing such a horrible fucking movie series, like, oh my god. Like what the hell's her name? Mila whatever the hell her name is. You know, she, you know, is a cool actress and she's good, but I'm just, like, not into what Paul W.S. Anderson wrote for all those movies. And yeah. I mean, I would say the only Resident Evil movie that I would watch is Apocalypse, because it takes place during the raccoon outbreak, and you get to see, like, Nemesis and, like, kind of some other shit that's in the video games that they adapted into the film. But other than that, then I really didn't like the movie series. And then I didn't even watch the Netflix series because I heard it was so bad. And, like, it got canceled, like, right after the second season or something. Or the first season, I'm sorry. The first season, like, got done and it got canceled. Because it was so shitty. So, I just don't really watch a whole lot of Resident Evil movies. Because I just know that they're gonna suck, and I just kind of want to have the just like the good parts of Resident Evil in my memory. So the video games, yeah, it does. You know, it's just, I don't know what it is, but it's like maybe, like, I haven't seen those animated movies though, so I can't for sure say if those are any good or not. And I know that they got another animated Resident Evil movie coming out in a couple months. I think it's like Dead Island or Death Island, something like that. I don't know, something Island. But it's like a CGI movie. So So I can't say anything about those, but I just think that, you know, some movie or some things just can't be like made into like live action movies. You know, like I think the pacing would be really bad. Like, you know, like if they made like a Resident Evil movie, you know, like it's gonna take place in just this fucking one mansion most of the time. You know, there's no like character development, no visuals, no atmosphere.
Payback time.
Thanks.
I think they could make Resident Evil 4 into a B movie though. Yeah, I only gotta get this death mask over here, and then I gotta get that shotgun, and then I'm done. I don't know if I can leave. I can try it though. Sweet, I can leave. Well, poor Richard, he's dead, but I definitely think he would want me to have his shotgun, because it's a good shotgun. 2 shotguns are better than no shotguns. Alright. So I have 3 death masks. Yep. Need to get the 4th death mask, and that one is... So I need to go this way. You ever played Resident Evil 0, Dejan? Alright, if I'm going that way. Yeah, Richard makes like a cameo in the beginning of that. I actually like Resident Evil 0. I know a lot of people hate it, but I definitely got some enjoyment out of it. I don't know, I like almost all of the old school Resident Evil games. I don't know, I remember I used to play the fuck out of Resident Evil 5. I think I tried to get Greg into it. I'd go over to his house and try to get him to play Resident Evil 5 because they had the co-op. But I think we would just end up playing Nazi zombies instead. And then he would always play that one song. Like it was that tantric song, and he would play it on his computer, on his like leggy ass computer, and it had like that violin intro, and I remember, I think it was me, you, and Connor. We kept like fucking up. We would like shoot at like the tempo of the okay, I know where I need to go. we would shoot to the tempo of the song and we could never get it in sync, and he would get so pissed. I remember I don't remember, do you remember when he would take like his hand and he would do like that thing? Remember, I think either it was me, you, or Connor, one of us. We kept fucking it up, and he was getting so pissed because we just like could not like get it until we had like a SMG or something. Yeah, me too. When's the last time you talked to him? I don't even remember the last time I talked to him. I think I just sent him, like, I'll send him like a meme like once in a while about like if I see like a meme that like would be something that would be like an inside joke between all of us. It would like yeah, I'd say probably been about a year. I think, isn't he still in Superior or is it Duluth? Something like that. I know that Dan would be the one to ask, because I know that he's gone up there once or twice to hang out with them. I haven't talked to Dan in a while either. I know that last time I talked to Dan was maybe like a couple months ago, because I guess Connor, for whatever reason, out of all places in the world, he wants to move to Seattle. Whereas I think because his brother lives in Seattle, so I guess Connor is going to go to Washington. I don't know if he's left yet, which I should probably check in on him. Really? Yeah, it's been a good while since I. Yeah, I don't know where his. Last I heard, his dad was living in like Indiana, and that was when he moved back the first time. And then I guess him and his brother were living together, or they're living with. Both of them were living with their mom, and then he moved to Washington, and Connor stayed behind. But I know Connor used to live right down the street from me, because I'm still living at the same place. But at the same place for the last, what, 4 or 5 years? 4 years now? Yeah, we should, since winter bullshit's over and it's not like negative fucking 30 out. Is Dan still doing his movie stuff, or is he not doing that anymore? Gotcha. Yeah, I think I played. I don't know. He wrote like a character, like specifically for like either me or Connor, or the both of us or something. And I could never like work the schedule out with them because I think like my work schedule at that time conflicted with his. So somebody else I think got the part or something, but I made like a cameo and I think I played like a drug dealer. Played like a shady drug dealer. Or like I played some kind of criminal, I can't remember. But I remember it was at Hidden Valley Park. And it was hotter than shit out. I think it was like in August or something. And I had to dress like a mobster, so I had to find like a just kind of like a dress shirt and like black pants or something. Kind of look somewhat like a professional criminal. And it was like 100 and some degrees out, and like I think you can see on camera like I'm just sweating. And then we had to like keep like doing retakes because like sweat would just be like running down my head, or like I'd fuck up a line because I'd get so hot. Yeah. Yeah, I know that Connor just moved back from Indiana. So he had the time to do it. Alright, I got all 4 of them. I got some shit I still need to collect. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Alright. I am... Really? Well, because I remember a couple of years ago, he said he went to LA to meet with some producers who wanted to like talk about like a script or a screenplay he wrote. And then he ran into like a couple of rock stars at like a LA club or something when he was meeting the producers, because he had that VIP access when he was there to meet with them. Is it going to be like a national film festival, or is it like just kind of a local thing? Gotcha. Well, I'll go and support him, and then he's going to figure out I'm there because I'm going to be screaming boo when his movie comes on, and he's going to wonder who the hell is screaming boo at his movie. Oh, really? Yeah, boo! You suck! And then he's going to wonder what fucking asshole is screaming that shit, and then he's going to see me. Be like, fuck you, Dan, your movie sucks. That's what you get for starring me as a fucking drug dealer in Rat Race. I think that's what his movie was called, Rat Race or Mouse Chase. I think it was Rat Race. Alright, 8 o'clock. Ugh. Well, I I've been streaming for about 2 hours now, and I gotta make dinner. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember he tried to do that for all of us. Get parts for us. Well, Dejan and anybody else watching, I'm gonna be ending the stream. I'm at my 2 hour mark, and I'm gonna try to shoot again for tomorrow around 5:30, and see how far we can get in this game. There's just so much backtracking that it's kind of hard to move forward in this game. It's not as linear as Resident Evil 4. So, but thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the raid. That's always appreciated. Well, I will fucking be waiting for you. Thank you for the raid. That was actually really cool of you. I didn't know what a raid was until just a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. His name's John Wolf. And I was watching him, and he got like a raid, and it was like some big like fucking raid thing. And I'm like, what the fuck did they just, I thought they said something else. And then it was like, raid, okay. And then that was just basically, I had someone explain what a raid was to me. So, alright man, I will see you here tomorrow at around 5:30. Stop on by whenever you want. Yep. Alright man, and anybody else watching, thanks for all the subs, follows. I appreciate it. Tune in tomorrow, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Take it easy, Dejan.